Good evening and welcome. Welcome till June 11th. It's this evening. It's my 7 p.m. live stream. Fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm your host, Bob Pace. You saw me this morning. I'm back again twice a day. I do this 7 days a week. Now I'm on 7 o'clock every night of the week unless I tell you otherwise. And that is the West Coast time of California because it's where I broadcast from. It's Pacific Standard Time. And this is about fighting an enemy, yeah, they are an enemy to me, an entity called the Child Protection System. That's what I call CPS. There are so many different names, it'd take too long to talk them all. To make it simple, when I say the word CPS, I mean all the entities that are in the Child Protection System. The only problem is we don't know who's good and who's bad. That's the hard thing with the CPS. We don't know who the rogues are out there. You don't know until you're involved. I certainly didn't know. I was attacked. It went on from 2010 to 2015 to when my children were finally taken. For 5 years, I'd stay them off, but they were determined to find something. They were determined to find something. Now, a couple of things since you come into my room is that there are lots of things you can do in here besides emojis, which are fun. That's the hearts, the thumbs up, smiley faces. Um, you can also check the follow button to follow me. And if you want to be notified when I'm on, check the notification button. And please review, make a review of me. That'd be nice. Now, as I told you, I'm on every night of the week at 7. And then my early morning show during Monday through Friday is on at 10. And then again on the weekend at 8 a.m. And I want to tell you that in here you'll find out of ways of how to avoid the pitfalls of CPS. You'll learn about why it's important to have an attorney, why it's important to have documents. Why do you say no to social workers and police? Why do you not let them take your children? Why not talk to them? You'll learn that. You also learn how to do the internet to browse and find things, how to set up your order of words when you're searching for something. You'll learn about medical trafficking, where they try to take a child when you had the child first born, or you bring them into the hospital and they try to take you at the hospital. Then lastly, you'll learn how to gather your documents and make copies and put them in a folder and hang on to them. So there's lots of things that I want to address with you. And one of the things right now, if you wanted to text me a message, all you have to do is make a comment or a question that should pertain to CPS. Please state your first name, your city, your county, state, and country. Also, please tell me about your CPS case from beginning to where you're at. From beginning to where you're at. Another way, and when I said country, I forgot to tell you that this is a worldwide podcast. There are 23 countries that have participated in this live stream. 22 are without the United States. The United States, all 50 states have either text a message or called in. We have Bangladesh. We have Indonesia. We have India. We have the Middle East. We have Saudi Arabia and Libya. Then we go to Africa. We got Liberia, Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and South Africa. Then up to Europe, got England, Scotland, Wales, Denmark, and Sweden. Then across the pond, we got North America with Canada and the United States and all 50 states, as I was telling you. including Washington, D.C. South of the border is Mexico. Then down in South America, north of Brazil and the East Coast, Grenada. Then across the South Pacific is New Zealand. And then the land down under Australia. So that's quite a group of people. I approximately have talked to over 2,000 people right now for the last 18, no, excuse me, last 20 months. I've been doing this live stream. And I'm glad you found me. And I hope that I can help you with your case. Now, another way is to be a guest on my live stream. I can take up to 9 of you. With me makes 10. So the show has room for 9 guests. All you have to do is write to my show producer. Her email is grace@vincentwdavis.com. That's all you do. And you just pick one of my days, Monday through Sunday, and you pick one of the times, morning or afternoon. So I want to be Bob's Friday night show, or maybe Bob's Saturday morning show, or Bob's Sunday night show, or Bob Wednesday morning show. Whatever you pick, you put it there and she'll send you a link. With that link, you copy and paste in your browser, and then you can start to adjust your microphone and your video and so forth. And that's really a good way. There's some rules you have to be aware of that she will tell you, like no smoking or eating during the live stream. Also, we have um, no profanity, and we do not use the names of children, judges, or social workers. Now, the other way is my phone number. I'm going to put my phone number up, and you can call me at 626-698-0990. Hopefully, many of you will. Hopefully, many of you will. Um, Let me see. I know we had a call today. I think Jessica Rivera called. Let's see if she's available. Yeah, Jessica, I think you called me a little after 5 o'clock my time. What's up? Yeah, I don't have that. Hold on a second here. Dorothy Cook. Yeah, all you do is look up Dorothy Cook. COOK. Okay? I don't know. I've never looked her up. Yes, yes. Try that out. If she comes on tonight, I'll call you back. You bet, Jessica. Bye.
Bob, I just didn't know how to get a hold of Felicia because I don't want her to think that I'm not going to complete her document. If I could got it to my email, I would have been done. I just showed her a short for what I could get the screenshot,
Okay.
but it's done, and I need her to know. So yet I can have more. Give it to me, and I'll have it to her. Like now, tonight's a good time, and so let her know. It's not. We're not done. Tell her I'm not going to just.
No,
Tell
but
her. Okay. Thank
I haven't seen Alicia on, so we'll see tonight, okay?
when
Yeah. All right, thank you, Christina. Bye-bye. Okay, that was Christina calling in about Alicia. A lot of my family here is helping one another with emails and stuff like that. So that's really good. Um, and good evening to Christina. I see you're on your Facebook page. So welcome. Christina is from Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, I'm waiting for a call. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hello. Oh, pretty good. Who am I talking to? Well, I was talking to somebody here. Let me see if I can get him back. I'm back here for somebody that didn't hear me for a second. I had to take care of an important thing. So,
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
yeah, hi, this is Bob Pace. You just called me, and I was trying to talk to you. So, um, okay, you sound like you're having connection issues. So, all right. Okay. Okay, we have, let me see who that person could be. Oh, I think that is the people. Okay, they have to step outside. What this is, it's a group that it's called Adam and Courtney from Georgia. We watched your show and it sent you several live messages. Are you available to talk? We have a 6-month hearing tomorrow with major procedural and civil rights violations. GAL withdrawals today, one day before our 6-month hearing. I don't know who GL stands for. We spent $15,000 retain attorney motion to withdraw Friday. The judge granted it just 3 days before his 6-month hearing. That is terrible to hear that attorneys would do that. 4 case managers, 3 CM supervisors, and 3 SSAGs. All these changes started as soon as I started filing motion, recognize how terrible this manager case was. It has become retaliatory while they're trying to mitigate a blowback. Yeah, okay. Wow, that is such a terrible thing that these guys have there. So, hopefully they'll call back. Okay. It gets hard because they're calling on my personal phone. I don't know how they got that, but anyway. Um, okay. And we know who that is. Um, someone was there. Who's the 702542? Oh, Jessica Rivera. Yeah. Um, hmm. Okay. I'm checking all my phone calls to find out who's been making calls here.
Was like going through stuff at the hospital before her court that I'm going to try to email myself because I asked her to. She didn't. I'll try to figure it out where I can email her and I will complete her whole document. I was trying to get her a message, and I don't want her to think that I'm just going to leave her hanging. I'm so sorry.
Okay, there's Christina. She left a message. I just played it. So that's for um, Alicia. Okay. Well, we've had an interesting night, some interruptions, and I'm trying to get us on a even keel here. You know about how to call me. A lot of you have already called me. The other number that I have on the screen, 888-888-6582, is the law offices of Vincent W. Davis. He's my attorney. A picture of him on the upper right-hand side of the screen. And he has 39 years of fighting CPS and gotten children back. He's also a trial attorney. And further, he does lawsuits. He's already sued the CPS both in federal and in state courts to the tune of millions of dollars. He's got back thousands of children, fighting CPS. He's a real deal. He's a real deal. So if you're looking for an attorney, he's the one. Now the office gives you the phone number 888-888-6582. That's the law offices. You can talk to Vincent Davis if you like. When you reach reception, you tell them that Bob Pace sent you. When you speak to Mr. Davis, you say that Bob Pace sent you. Now, if you make a phone call or you're on my show as a guest, you'll get a free 15-minute Zoom conference meeting with Vincent Davis. Or if some of you want to pay for 30 minutes, he has a special deal that I've gotten him. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen. For $60, you can receive a 30-minute private Zoom consultation with attorney Vincent Davis. It's all courtesy of me. You have to go to the web page and type it in. It's canley.com apps VWD / Bob Pace. There you'll see it, and then you register for the time you want and pay your $60. That's for 30 minutes. So it's free 15-minute just by making a phone call, calling in, or being a guest. And there's now a 30-minute for $60. His normal consultant fee is $500, roughly. And to retain Mr. Davis in LA County, which is in California, he has a roughly $5,000 retainer. Now, the retainer amount and the amount of the money all depends on several factors: where the case is located, how long it's been going on, and how complex it is. If you're in Georgia, it's going to be much higher. I quoted a couple in Georgia, 125,000, but that includes the license for the state of Georgia and also his per diem, his air transportation, his ground transportation, his hotel and food. Those are other added expenses that he won't have, that he wouldn't have if he stayed at home. So it does get more costly, as I told you. Now, that's one way there. Now, I also want to mention too that we got a grandparents guide. Now, the grandparents guide is a guide for grandparents to get guardianships of their grandchildren. It's geared for grandparents. It's step by step in California, but it can be used by other states and also by parents. It's a great guide. Guide is only $9.99, and if you go to my stand store and use a discount code of my last name and the number 50. So it's capital P, capital A, capital C, capital E, 50. And you get your $9.99 reduced in half. So it's going to be less than $5, which is a pretty good deal to get a technical book like that. There are other books and other things on that website, plus packages for hiring them as an attorney. Oh, excuse me. I think, forget, there's his general website. It's www.vincentwdavis.com, and he'll talk to you. I mean, you go to that website and it tells you all he has to offer. All he has to offer. Now I'm going to go back and put up my phone number. Hopefully, someone will call in. Let me see here. Here we go. There's my phone number. So please call in. We have a little over 35 minutes, 34 minutes left to talk. My show is 1 hour and it ends at 8 o'clock. And right now it's roughly 7:30. Now your case can be really hard, and I know what it is because really the great attorney they get. And I had to sell my house to hire him. My favorite home is gone. It's sad. I had to do a quick sale. Oh boy. Now, yeah, the resources to get an attorney, you need to come up with a retainer. And so I did a quick sale of my house. It's a hard thing to swallow, too. It really is. Now, it seems awful quiet. I thought we'd have some people right now. We have lots of people in the room, but no one wants to speak. One person so far is Christina. We've had 2 phone calls. Another phone call is coming. Now, you have to be careful. You can't trust these people. They're supposed to protect our children from neglect and abuse. And if they have to break up with the family because extreme danger, then they do so, but they need to, still protect the children. And it's sad because they've harmed my children. They didn't protect my children. A lot of parents have been done wrong by CPS. I'm one of them, and I know many of them you are. Mm. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to turn the microphone off. All right, I'm back. All right. Well, we had Christine on, but that's all I see so far. Okay. We're waiting for those 2 phone calls. Let me see if I can get them right now.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yeah, this is Bob Pace again, trying to see if we can establish a contact. I'd love to talk to you. Please give me a call at 626 698 0990. Okay, well, we've tried them several times. Um, I'm trying Tony the Tiger in New York, Ostenego, New York. Her name is called Cassandra.
Pitch 4. Mailbox is full. To send an SMS notification, your SMS notification will include your number. Your SMS has been sent.
Okay, well, I left her a message, so hopefully she will hear me on that one there. So I think so far we've gotten everybody answered now. So I don't think we have any more people there. Anyway, I was trying to get some people talking tonight about my show, and it'd really be nice to have them talk. Now, my show normally goes to 8 o'clock, so it's fast approaching. It's about 12 minutes to the hour, and I like to help you as best I can. Now, I haven't talked about my rules in a while, but rule number one is that you need to get an attorney, and I mean a real attorney, not the court appointed or public defender. They won't help you. They're loaded with cases, sometimes 30 to 100 cases. So they won't have time to fight for your case. They're not schooled or trained. You got to have an attorney trained in um, juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. That's where it needs to be trained. And so, with that being said, I am telling you that it's really, really important. It really is important there. Anyway, the attorney is going to be your lifesaver because they have to navigate. It's like trying to do open heart surgery and you don't use a doctor. A, a professional attorney is required to fight CPS. They're corrupt. They're corrupt. And you can find an attorney by just looking for 3 of them and then choose your best one. Now, I've already told you about one, Vincent W. Davis, and he meets all the criteria. In fact, there's 2 questions you need to ask the other 2 attorneys. Question 1, are you a licensed lawyer in the areas of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law that's fought CPS and gotten children back? If the answer is yes, you go to the next question. After the case is over, have you ever filed a lawsuit against CPS and won money back? If the answer is yes, then you got yourself a second candidate and do the same thing, get a third candidate. Now you have 3. Now with Vincent Davis, I already told you about him and everything like that, but you need to get references. So all 3, you're going to call for references so you feel good enough that it's Mr. Davis or one of the other 2. References, all you have to do is ask for 3 references, talk to the references, and then you make a decision whether or not which law firm you're going to interview, because you got to interview them, probably them all, and see what the chemistry is between you and the attorney. It's very important that you believe in your attorney, that you have good chemistry. Otherwise, your case will be stagnant. But with a real attorney, it'll make a difference. I know firsthand. I've already helped out families get an attorney, and how they came by the next day with the judge. The judge was completely blown away by the attorney that these people had. So I cannot tell you enough or emphasize enough, you need to have an attorney. Now, the rule number 2 is deals with logistics. It's the documentation. You need to document everything, film, record everything, visual and audio. You need this information because they'll use it against you. You need to have stuff that'll dispute what you're seeing out there. Now, create a notebook, a really thick notebook, something like neighborhood 6 inches thick, 3-ring binder notebook. And then you go put all your notebook paper in there and put in tabs, subject tabs, breaking it out. And you'll be surprised how loaded you'll make that document. But you're going to do that recording using what's called a timeline incident form. The timeline incident form is you create. All you do is take a notebook, and every 3 lines you skip, so that the first incident you put there in the number 1 spot. You start with the oldest date first to go to the newest. And as you build on, you'll see that it'll get more and more people involved. Then put all your other paperwork in there by the dividers. Use subject dividers and have everything organized so you can find it. Put your certificates for completing parenting classes and your program classes that you complete, like domestic violence or drug rehab. Those are some of the programs. Parenting classes, usually how to change a diaper, how to feed a child, or do those kinds of things. So, oh, great. Hi, Cruel. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. That surprised me. Cruel, real name is Felicia. She's called Cruella. She's a professional dancer, and she had a home, or still has a home, and her brother's done everything he's can humanly possible to try to take the home away from her. It's her mother's home, and her mother's somewhere. She doesn't know where her mother's at. But Cruella needs that home. She was taking care of her mother, so she didn't have a job because her mother needs care. She was a caregiver to her mother. But anyway, they've been trying to do everything. They're trying to do an eviction on her, and they took away her babies, her 2 children. So she has a lot going on in your life. Is there anything you have to ask me, Cruella? Wow, you said it. Okay. It's okay being late. Just finished a session with my therapist that was way too long, overdue. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Christina called me a little after your show started. Okay, good, good. I thought maybe she was here watching the stream. She is. She's here. She came in at 7:22. She said, "Hi, Bob." And you came in at 7:52, which is almost close to my show time being over with. I have about 7 minutes left. Anyway, what can I help you with? Anything I can help you with, Cruel, or anybody else? All you have to do is ask me. I'll talk to you about ICWA. I'll talk to you about 333 motion. I'll talk to you about a 160 hearing, a 180 hearing. I'll talk to you. I'll help you. All you need to do is ask for help. I do want to help you. I've helped out parents. Last week we had medical trafficking where a social worker worked at the hospital and was trying to force the parents to do a medical treatment that was found out to not be necessary. So they have a big mess there. It was terrible, that whole incident. It really was terrible. Medical trafficking is really bad. That's where they try to take your child away if you just gave birth to it in the hospital, or if you bring your child in to get help or treatment, they try to take your child away. It's wrong. They're not supposed to do that. But they overhear things and they make assumptions. And if you make assumptions, you mess yourself up. Okay, let's see what else is. Okay, Cruel says, do you know where I can access public records for evictions? Well, you can go to the public records place and search for eviction. All you have to do is ask the clerk of the court, where can I see evictions in the public records? I heard something about that is, in fact, somewhere online the courts upload the case, things that are public, but not sure how to get there online. Well, you just go look for eviction court and go there. Go to the eviction court. They should be there. I don't know if it's only available in the courthouse. Well, yeah, it's everything that you need to see public records going to be involved in the courthouse. You need to find eviction court. You need to find eviction court. Well, we have about 4 minutes left, and I guess the people that called me earlier tonight aren't calling me back. They had a bad case. I wish I could help them. Christina was really good. She called me. She's texted me. Christina wants to help. And Alicia, if you're out there, Christina wants to help you. She wants to help you. Now, my rule 3 is that don't talk to social workers or police. You don't have to. You don't have to let them in the house. You can ignore them. You don't have to let them take your children. Just don't talk to them. Be quiet. But be careful of medical trafficking where they try to take your child, you bring them in because complaining about something. A family did get the social worker do a misdiagnosis and had her had her organ removed that didn't need to be removed. It was terrible. It was terrible. She had her appendix removed, which wasn't necessary. That is a sad tragedy. That's a sad tragedy. Cruel, you're going to have to work on that thing tomorrow with the project of trying to find out where you can get that information. But you should be able to go to any court. You want to look for eviction courts, and in there, the court reporter will have the information. There's certain parts of the courthouse that are geared up to do evictions, and that's where you need to find the records. Now, you heard something that there is, in fact, somewhere online the courts uploaded case filings that are public. Yes, but not sure how to get them. I understand. I don't know if it's only available in the court. I heard that's possible too. Yeah, it's only going to be available in the court. That's where the information's kept. Okay, I got to wrap up the show now. Since no one else is calling, I'm going to take my number down. And I'm going to put up Doge because a lot of you have been going to them. They have their phone number and email. That's the one that Trump is heading up, called the Department of Government Efficiency. They are investigating social services. I know for a fact because I was on a phone interview with social services, and the person in the first part of the conversation said, we're investigating social services. I'm a supervisor, blah, blah, blah. So they are being watched now. They're all being watched. So I'm going to leave that Doge up there. I want to thank my regular listeners here. I want to thank Cruel very much for coming in. And I want to thank Christina Reynoso for calling and coming in and stuff. Thank you all. And I want to thank to all my other listeners out there. Please do not give up. Keep fighting for your children. Now, there'll be a brief message from my attorney when I sign off. God bless you and have a good night. I'll see you in the morning at 10 a.m.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.